What is the correlation between Shanks, Luffy and Nika? Did Shanks already know everything that would happen in the future? Was Shanks the person chosen to guide the pirate who would inherit JoyBoy's will? And does Luffy's Akuma no Mi have something to do with Blackbeard's fruit? Well, that's what we are going to talk about today. So if you want to be a pirate king like me and achieve eternal glory, go ahead and press the like button with all the power of your Akuma no Mi. And if you're new here, my dear sailor, already subscribe to the channel and don't forget to activate the notifications bell so you don't miss any new video here from Anime JoyBoy, okay? Then join this crew that will dominate the entire Grand Line and the New World. Now without further ado, let's get to this epic video. And well, my dear pirate, as is not news to anyone, Shanks on an ordinary day shows up with an Akuma no Mi called, so far, Gomu Gomu no Mi, and during a meeting at Makino's bar, Shanks had become good friends with a certain little boy. It was Monkey D. Luffy, a kid who was also a great swimmer, who wanted to become a pirate to be free in the world. And this kid saw a fruit and decided to eat it, and 3 seconds later, his body turned to rubber. And so, folks, this fruit belonged to Shanks. It was well guarded in a chest, but he still opened the chest and ate the fruit. The pirate Shanks, extremely angry, realized that there was nothing more to be done with the boy and that he had now become the Rubber Man. But was that all there was to it? Recently, in chapter 10:17, we saw the battle of Who's Who in Jinbe, and as everyone knows, Who's Who is the most gossipy guy in the world. The loudmouth ended up revealing several very interesting stories. He worked for the world government and rivaled Rob Lucci, but he said that all this ended when Monkey D. Luffy ate the Gomu Gomu no Mi, and that's why today he belongs to Kaido's crew, being one of the Tobarapo. But the funniest thing about all this is that Rob Lucci failed to protect Uranus and to arrest Nico Robin, two things far more important than an Akuma no Mi. After all, one of the things he lost was a great ancestral weapon that was with Frank, and yet, Rob Lucci went to CP0, and Who's Who got kicked out for a simple fruit. That's a pretty strange story, isn't it, folks? And one point that I believe is very valid is what Shanks was doing with that Akuma no Mi, because Luffy's fruit was so important that the world government requested the expulsion of one of its most powerful members. Well, surely it's because this fruit is very important and carries even more important secrets like the ones that are being revealed now in the last chapters. But while we don't know the real reason why the government wants this Akuma no Mi, we now have to think about why Shanks, who stole the fruit, ended up staying for a year in Fusha Village, which is Luffy's village in East Blue, and apparently only left after Luffy ate the fruit. And then you're already wondering what might have happened, but then it becomes much clearer that it is revealed that this fruit was with a world government and was stolen by Shanks. And another important point is that when Luffy meets Silver's Rayleigh, the King of Darkness, he tells him that Shanks had talked about a boy who spoke the same things as their former captain, the famous Gold D. Roger, the King of Pirates. One of the possibilities to have all this history around this character is because in the old days there was someone very strong who might have used this fruit before Luffy, for example the pirate King Gold D. Roger, or maybe Rox D. Zebek. And anyway, Gomu Gomu no Mi doesn't seem to have anything interesting besides being able to stretch your bones and limbs. And with that, Luffy was adapting the power with Haki. We had another mystery of this fruit, that is how Luffy created fire from his arm, but now it has been revealed that everything is related to JoyBoy and Nika, which is the new name of Luffy's fruit, or rather the real name. So did Shanks not already know all this? Did he basically prepare the territory for JoyBoy's rebirth? Is Nika's power the only one capable of standing up to Kaido and Blackbeard? Could it be that everything was premeditated by Shanks? Anyway, my dear sailors, another point pointed out by many One Piece fans is that Nika may possibly have some connection with Blackbeard, as everyone here should know. Blackbeard has the Fruit of Darkness, which is capable of absorbing anything, and the interesting thing about this is that it is extremely similar to Luffy's Gomu Gomu no Mi, which was being carried by the world government. So maybe Blackbeard has a connection with Luffy, or rather, the Fruit of the May 2nd have a very strong connection. After all, one represents darkness and the other represents light, one holds things and the other represents liberation. But of course, if you made it this far, it's because you liked the content, so it doesn't hurt to subscribe to our channel and become one more member of our fleet, my dear sailor. And of course, do not forget to press the like button that helps a lot in spreading the video and the channel, so help us to become the largest fleet of pirates here on YouTube, okay? A big hug for everyone. And until the next video.